Omer Shem Tov was partying at the Nova Festival when he was abducted for 505 days. The conversation you're about to hear is not about that day, nor the evil he endured. This conversation is a glimpse into the mindset of a man who emerged from the darkness, smiling, and became unexpectedly a beacon of hope to millions.
Good evening.
Great
Citizens.
down and out.
Never surrender.
He's done it.
Famous victory. He's going to come back.
Turn to glory.
Yes, by the way.
Omer.
Bloody pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about that is just so phenomenal is we even saw just walking here the amount of people that come and give you love and give you affection, and those sort of aspects. And I wanted to ask what that feels like for you when you see the Jewish nation jump like that.
Wow. First of all, it's heartwarming. It's amazing to see it. Sometimes it can be a bit much, yeah, but I know it's all love and all support. So I endure everything, and I hug and I love love. So for me, it's amazing.
I think that's one thing that we all noticed when you were returned. If you don't mind me talking about it, I happened to be in Israel at the time. I was on Yaffo Beach, and I remember seeing your helicopter fly over, and then we would literally go right back inside and see on the television the shots of pure joy and smiles. And I remember my missus saying, "Oh, he's just such an amazing guy. I want to be his mate." So, can you tell me a little bit about how much that personality and how much that positivity is the essence of who you are, and what has made you be able to get through and now be a symbol of hope?
First of all, we can be mates if you want. But I think that my positivity and looking at things in a way that it's positive, yeah, I think it came first of all from my house, from my mom and my dad, my parents. Always they educated me to look at the bright side, think good will come. You know, that's the way that they raised us home. Very optimistic. I think I went through something very big and very hard, I would say. But throughout all the time that I was there, of course, in the first few months, in the first month, I sank into asking God all the time, why me? But after maybe a month or so, I came to the point where I realized that us as human beings, we have a choice. God gave us the opportunity to choose between good and evil, between everything. What we want, we can choose. And I have the ability to choose in seeing the light in this darkness. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I choose to see the light. I chose to see the light. And I think that's something that really affected me throughout captivity, and something that affects me today, because I choose to see everything as a miracle. Everything I do, everywhere I walk, me seeing the sun in the morning, everything is a miracle. So I try to spread it as much as possible. That's what I try to do.
That's beautiful. And could I ask, while in captivity, while a hostage, were you able to have that positivity and share that with try to get people over there to understand that mindset?
You mean the terrorists?
Yes.
Yeah. I was held alone. For 450 days. I was alone in the tunnels. Mm-hmm. After Itai, my friend, was released in the first phase of the deals. I think I tried to. Yes, I did try to. But it's very hard to do it with them. I tried to, in every way possible, by cooking for them and cleaning for them, and just maybe telling some jokes, and just trying to be positive about the situation. And I was trying to make some sort of connection with them. But at the end of the day, they used to, they used to hate us. They hate us. So it was very hard. It was very, very hard.
There's an older Hasidic saying, "Trach gut and sein gut." Think good and it will be good.
Exactly.
Kind of mindset. And now that you're here with us, able to have a beer, look at the sun, and enjoy. What is a goal and aspirations for where you want your life to go next?
That's a good question. What I do hope and what I do pray for every morning when I wrap myself is I pray
into filling.
Yeah, I wrap myself into filling. I after I pray from a book, I talk with Hashem, as is right here next to me. And every time I talk with him, I ask him if he could keep giving me strength, and giving me strength to share my light with the world and spread positivity. So I think my goal is to really just do that.
To share the positivity.
Yeah, to share the positivity.
And how much is that mission, you living what you're doing literally right here, right now, talking about your story and letting people understand the struggle that you went through, but that you can still be such a positive, upbeat bloke at the end of it?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
I've struggled speaking English. So.
No. No, I don't understand it.
I'm saying, how much is your mission now?
Okay.
Is to tell your story. Obviously, you're asked to tell your story all over the world.
Yeah.
People want to hear the experiences. Yeah. Some people want to go into the details of the difficulty. But how much, when you're telling your story over, are you trying to keep reminding people that...
Oh, okay. I understand the question. I think this is the way I tell my story. Usually, I tell it with a very... Of course, I tell the horrible things that I went through, but not all of them, and not the most horrible things that I went through. Usually, when I tell my story in a kind of way that maybe if you hear it on Sunday, you can see that I'm making it even a bit light, like a bit funny and a bit...
My name is Omer Shem Tov, and I'm a free man. I love you too.
So people can understand that even if you go through hell and whatever it is you go through, first of all, people always come up to me and tell me, listen, now I can look at life in this way because you went through this and I'm going through this, but no, your thing is such a big thing. I always tell people, listen, each one needs problems. Yeah, it doesn't have to. You don't have to compare between problems. Yeah, each one in his own perspective about life. Yeah, but this is exactly it. It's the way that you look at life. Okay, because if you look at that problem, and that's what I'm trying to do in my speak. When I speak, I try to make people understand that when you look at a challenging situation or a problem, you might say. When you look at it as problem and depressing, and it's why it happens to me, all that's gonna happen is bad things. You're gonna sink into depression, and you're gonna you cannot live it like this. But in the moment that you take this challenge, and you understand that there is light inside that challenge. Of course, there is light inside the challenge. For me, for example, I was still alive. I'm breathing. I have some food. Maybe it's small amounts because I was starved, but I have some food. I had a friend with me. I can still sing. I can still do. I can do everything I want to. Yeah. But there is this small challenge. So just try to look for the bright things in the challenges, and just look at everything in the most positive way, and that's what I try to help people understand throughout my That's what I try to convey. Exactly.
When people almost treat you like a movie star, let's be honest, just walking here, how does that make you feel, and what's your thought process while that's happening? Because obviously your story is inspirational, but not something that you ever planned on being, and not something that you aspired to be a celebrity. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I've never thought about being a celebrity, and when I came back, at the first few days, you get the love and the attention, and it's cool, it's something that it's nice to have. But sometimes I wish that I could go back into normal life. But I always remember that I have a mission. I have a mission, and if that mission means that I also have to be some sort of celebrity, then I grab it with love and I hug it, and it's okay. It's okay. I get it. And it's amazing to see how people are affected by me, so who am I to say no when they want to take a selfie so it's amazing. It's amazing.
I think that's beautiful, and if there's one thing that I've noticed from this conversation is that you didn't ask for this story. You didn't ask to be a representative and a symbol of Jewish hope.
Yeah.
But I believe that you're going to have an amazing impact on the Jewish story for a very long time to come.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers.
I appreciate it.